Hey Tyler, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing, Adam?
Good, good. So one of the things I noticed kind of in like the recaps and stuff of the FSU game, looks like Cam gave like a big, speech at halftime. Just obviously you don't play on the same side of the ball as him, but how fired up does he get kind of everyone on the team? How much is he a leader for the whole team and not just the offense?
I mean, he's a huge leader. I mean, a guy that leads by example, but also leads vocally. So, you definitely can respect that, and everybody just kind of corrals around and just following that one message. I think it really puts us in a great spot to go accomplish what we want to as a team.
Next, we'll go to Matt Shadell at Kingsport. Matt.
Yeah, hey Tyler, thanks for taking the time. So I was wondering your thoughts on the overall defense's play. How far away, how close to the ceiling, potential wise, have you guys played so far this year, do you think?
I think we've had some good moments, had some bad ones, but I think there's still a lot of room to grow on all three levels: defensive line, mid, the linebackers, and as well as the DBs. I think every group can do better, and I think we just got to keep working and just practicing hard just so that we can achieve that.
Our next question comes from Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey Tyler, the build on that, where specifically do you think the defensive line needs to make strides moving forward?
I just look at myself first. I think I can be more consistent. I think I had good moments this year, had bad moments, but just improving myself. I think that's the biggest thing that I can focus on. And as a unit, I think we just can have better chemistry, play through the calls better, play with Coach G calls better. Really, just a lot of different areas, honestly.
And then with the defensive line, Ruben's been back for the past two games. Obviously, he only played a couple snaps in the Florida game and been out since. How have you seen him progressing, and what does he bring to the defense line? How much does he help round out the defensive line, I guess I should say?
I mean, he's a humongous piece of that defensive line. I think he brings a lot of different versatility. He can play in a 3-5-9. He can even go deeper inside. But I mean, but I think yeah, I mean, he's just a great player, and I think he brings a lot of leadership as well, even being a young guy.
We'll do a few more for Tyler. We'll go back to Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey again. So just looking ahead to Duke on Saturday, just what have you seen from them on offense?
I think they do a really great job, especially up front. Give them a lot of kudos. I think they do a great job protecting their quarterback. And I think the quarterback does a really good job of being on time with his throws and just having great pocket presence.
And then you mentioned, for yourself, you've had some really good moments this year, some worser moments this year. Just what have you been doing to kind of improve your game just as the season continues?
Just making sure I'm just putting the right amount of time into it and practicing hard, just kind of focusing on myself, just kind of eliminating outside noise and just being in the moment, just being present. I think that's been the biggest thing for me.
Anything else for Tyler? We'll go to Marcus Benjamin of Canes County. Marcus.
Hi Tyler, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, Marcus?
Good. Just wanted to get your take on playing against a fast-paced offense. Duke has tends to play with tempo. So as a defensive lineman, is that something that you prefer, or you would rather maybe a slower pace to kind of rush the passer?
I don't think it really makes a difference. I think if they're gonna go tempo, I think you just got to prepare for it, make sure you're ready for it. But I think whatever they throw at us, I think we'll be ready for it.
Awesome, Tyler. We appreciate your time and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you all so much.
Hey Cam, how's it going?
Good.
So I was watching like the cinematic recap that UM released, and it caught, some of your halftime speech. Just can you kind of walk me through what you were thinking in that moment while you were talking to the rest of the team?
Just trying to get us to play our best brand of football. We've yet to do that this year. So that was really my message with the guys. And we came out making plays on both sides of the ball. And I feel like just helped us, get a little bit more, energy to the game, and we came up with a win.
And then, it's two-thirds of the way through the season, one last month in the regular season. You guys are 8-0. You're obviously having a fantastic season. Do you ever get to take time to like reflect on just, how far you've come, personally, and how far you guys have come as a team?
Um, I really don't have time for that. I don't think we have time for that as a team. You always have to think what's next. You can never get complacent. So that'll always be my mindset. So the more that we don't get complacent as a team, the better we'll end up. As we get into the back end of the year.
Next, we'll go to Tim Reynolds of the Associated Press. Tim.
Thanks, Josh. Hey, Cam.
How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good.
The school, I guess, officially has started the campaign about the Heisman now, and schools have to do that now. It didn't used to be that way, but obviously now it's you've got to market, and you understand all that, of course. And I'm curious what you thought of the rollout, what you thought of the video, and how you're letting this affect you or not affect your thinking in every way, knowing that people are just going to keep talking about it up until December 14th.
I loved what the media team did. They showed me the stuff about a week ago. Their ideas, everything they want to do around Miami stuff. But I mean, it's a blessing that I'm in this position. Especially with the media team, creative team that we have, who's going to continue to do good things for myself and the team. But it's just a blessing. It really doesn't bother me. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to make football plays, get where you want. My goal is not to be a Heisman Trophy winner. My goal is to win football games and play for a national championship. So I'm just trying to stick to that and stick to my teammates, and hopefully we get a win this week.
Cam, I also wanted to ask you about Alex Mirabal. He's been Mario's right hand forever, and Mario's got complete best friend level trust in that dude. What have you learned from him and about him? I know obviously you're not an O-lineman, but they're very important to you. What have you learned about Coach Mirabal since you've been here?
He coaches every player the same way. Whether you're a starting lineman all the way to a walk-on, four-string lineman, he coaches all those guys the same way. He emphasized the little things to myself personally, getting in and out of the huddle urgency, having great breaks in the huddle. I think what Coach Mirabal doesn't get enough credit for is the motivation that he has for our O-line, the love he has for them. And that's the reason why we're doing so good on offense, because of those guys up there. So he's the leader of that group, and Coach Mirabal, his run game is elite. His protections are elite. How we move the pocket when we do move the pocket. What he does with the O line. So he's one of the best O line coaches out there.
Thank you, Cam.
We'll do a few more for Cam. Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey there, Cam. We've seen you putting up otherworldly numbers throughout most of the season. For a game like Saturday against FSU, where maybe just the pure numbers don't reflect what you did out there, what does a game like that show about what you're able to do for the team when, again, maybe the numbers don't reflect what you did?
Well, I think it just showed that we're not a one-dimensional offense. The first, I could say, 2-3 games, our running game didn't have the numbers like it's been having the last couple of games. And that's because the receiving core we have. So we're not. I think the biggest thing that game shows that we're not one dimensional. We really want to run the ball every down. We really can. The O line, they be mudding. So they the reason why we're able to do what we do on offense. So the a game like that is actually kind of just weird in a sense of when we actually watch the tape, we didn't get as many drives as we normally get throughout a game. We got less drives, and we were still able to capitalize on 7 of 8. So we were still able to move the ball efficiently. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We can run the ball, and they're not stopping it. We're gonna keep on doing it.
And just wanted to get your thoughts on Duke now as you guys look forward to them on Saturday. Just what have you seen from their defense on film?
Good sound defense for sure. Their D line, they're very athletic. Their linebacker core, the defensive back is very athletic. They do a lot of different looks on third downs. Their blitz packages are pretty good. So I'm just excited for the challenge. To go against a good football team in them. So it's at this time of the year, you got to really put in big boy pants to play football. So we just trying to go out there and execute plays.
Next, we'll go to Matt Trudell, Kane Sport. Matt.
Yeah, hey Cam. So I was curious, is there a sort of a rhyme or a reason why maybe the tight end passing game production's been a little down the last couple of games? And can you also just talk about, just the level of extreme talent in that room a little bit?
I don't think it's more of why the level is down this game. I just think it's more of like who's open. The tight end isn't the first read on some of our pass game concepts. Some of the receivers are, if they're open, I'm going to throw it to them. And I feel like the tight end room is more than just their pass and their catches. They're good in the run game. They're good in check down. I think that's one area that Royal doesn't get much credit for is his check down game, what he can do after the ball gets in the hands. So Coach Woodle gets those guys right, and we're four deep at tight end from both Elijah's to Cam to Riley. We do some of our jumbo packages where we get all four in the game. We'll throw the ball out of it. So it's just a mixture of both worlds. So that tight end room is good.
Next, we'll go to Brian the Beast London of Nature of the Beast. Brian.
Hey, Cam, appreciate you taking the time. Just, when we speak to you after games, even if it's a game where you have, a billion yards, a bunch of touchdowns, you're always very level-headed, and you don't seem, really, sometimes you're not satisfied, even if you've had a great game. I'm just wondering how that plays in your hunger to always get better, plays into your performance and your preparation every week.
It plays a lot into it. You got to remember at the end of the day, I was a zero-star recruit, so I don't think I'll ever be satisfied no matter where God and football takes me. I just want to go out there and make plays with my teammates at the end of the day. I enjoy playing football. I love playing football. So I just think me just staying in the moment every chance, God puts me on the field is the best place for me.
Thank you so much.
We'll do two more. The last two for Cam. We'll go back to Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey again. So in the last two games, you guys have mixed up the O-line a little bit. The coaches slid Jalen inside, had Markel play left tackle a little bit in the same lineup. Just what were your thoughts on that lineup and what benefits does that lineup bring?
If that's what's best for us, I'm good with it. And we're probably gonna do it this week too. You talk about the O-line, I think statistically we maybe have 12, 13 sacks. I've had about 4 bad sacks. So they're playing good ball. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This is a top 5 line in the country. So whatever we're doing is obviously working. It's working in the pass game. It's working in the run game too. That's why we're such a good offense. So we're gonna do what's best for the team. And if that's more guys getting reps and we're splitting reps, that's what we have to do to win. That's what we're gonna do.
We'll wrap up for Cam with Tim Reynolds of the Associated Press. Tim.
Hey, Cam. Coach Dawson, in fairness, he was not really serious when he said Monday that there's probably going to be some problems going forward with Elijah wanting to throw more passes and you wanting to catch more passes. But what was your reaction when the Texas call came in for that play? And how neat was it to finally have an opportunity to pull that one off?
I knew it was a touchdown as soon as he called it. In practice, we were 2 for 2 with tutties. So I know the game was gonna get another one for a touchdown. I'm just glad I finally got to catch one. Everybody else catching touchdowns this year. I'm just glad I got my name in the paper.
To be clear, there is no quarterback controversy, correct?
I hope not right now, man. I don't want to have to worry about Elijah. He did throw a seed though, so we'll probably give him another opportunity. He got a better ratio than X right now though.
Thank you, Cam.
Awesome, Cam.
Appreciate
your time and good luck on Saturday.
Hi, Zach. Good afternoon.
What's going on?
I wanted to ask you about Coach Mirabal and what you specifically, if you remember what your reaction was the first time you actually met him in person. And I mean, he does not, to be fair, he does not look like a lot of offensive line coaches out there in the world. What have you learned from him? And I guess just how is he different, or how does he separate himself, I guess, from other O-line coaches you've had?
Yeah, he's one of the hardest working coaches, period, I've been around. But O-line coaches, he's one of the best. He gets in here early. He takes time, really cares about not only, what he thinks is going to work, but what we think is going to work. We are always communicating, making sure he's getting his point across. He's really good at emphasizing what needs to be emphasized going into games. Yeah, and I guess first impressions, he was an intense guy. I know he's shorter than most, but don't let that fool you.
Can you give an example? I saw your face light up when you said he's an intense guy. Can you give an example of that intensity?
I mean, it's like every day. He just brings a level of urgency. Um, and there's a fire under his butt every day to get better, to get us better.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey Zach, thanks for taking the time. A couple weeks ago, you mentioned that when asked about run blocking for the O line, you guys need to be more violent, more productive up front. How do you feel like you guys have been the last couple weeks? Now we see the run game starting to look like the way that you guys probably thought it could be.
Right. Well, it's definitely improved, which I'm happy about. But there's always room for improvement. There's always room to get better. There's still meat left on the bone. And it just depends on the game. If it depends on if teams can take away the pass, we can run the ball, and we know we can now. They want to take away the run. We have an elite wide receiver and QB combo. So, I think we play good complementary football.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey Zach, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. So the last two games, you guys have the coaches have kind of mixed up the offensive lineup a little bit, moving Jalen inside and putting Mark Kellett left tackle. Just what do you think has been working about that lineup, and I guess what are some of the benefits of it?
It's good having that sixth guy that can come in, that can play. To be honest with you, to me, as long as we're winning, as long as we're taking care of business, it doesn't really matter. I trust all the guys who coach trusts to put in the game. And, whoever it is, we're going to get the job done.
Next, we'll go to Matt Trudell of CaneSport. Matt.
Yeah, hey Zach. So I wanted to ask you sort of about the team mentality, entering Duke, entering the final four regular season games here. I know that there's that 1-0 thing you guys keep harping on. But is there also a sense of excitement just at how well you guys are sort of coming together and the fact that you still haven't necessarily reached your ceiling on either side of the ball?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely excitement, but it's a constant battle. You have to fight what people are telling you, how good you are, how bad you are, whatever way it goes. You have to focus on the week ahead. If we take care of business every week, we'll be in a good spot, but we had to take care of business first. And that starts by taking each week on its own, 1-0.
Next, we'll go to Brian the Beast London from Nature of the Beast. Brian.
Hey, Zach, thanks for taking the time. I have two questions. One, we'll get the football one out of the way. Just what are the challenges that comes with, blocking for a quarterback that likes to extend plays? And how hard is that for an offensive line and what goes into that?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't have a clock in your head with Cam. Yeah, you just got to stay active, keep going. Cam can make things happen when you think it's going to be a dead play. So you just got to keep blocking, play the whistle.
The other question, so it looked like, your mom's, your biggest cheerleader on Twitter. And, I know how much she loves coming to the games and watch you, but it looks like your dad got to come to the game this week. Just what did that mean to you? It had to be such a blessing to have him there.
Yeah, it was great. I think it was his first time here in Miami, so it was cool. We got to show him everything. It's always good having your folks there to support you.
Thanks, man.
We'll do a few more for Zach. We'll go back to Matt Trudell of CaneSport. Matt.
So I wanted to ask you just about your thoughts on Duke's defense. Is there some parts of that defense in particular that really sort of stand out to you?
They're a well-rounded defensive group. The D line, they move around a lot, try to disrupt double teams. They pass or rush the quarterback well. So I mean, we just have to communicate. We have to be on the same page, be ready for the movement. But we've been working that all week. I think, we're at a good spot right now. Whatever they throw at us, we have rules that will take care of a lot. But, they're a good team. I give them credit, and it'll be a good challenge coming up this week.
Anything else for Zach? Awesome, Zach. We appreciate your time and good luck on Saturday.
All right, thank you.
Hey Simeon, how are you?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. So caught on video during the FSU game at halftime, was Cam Ward's speech, seemed pretty fiery. Just how much is he a leader, for the whole team, not just the offense, and how hard is it to become a leader when, you're a transfer and you've only been here for a year?
Well, I feel like he's a great leader, man. He give inspirational speech, and he's motivating, and you see him doing on the field, so it makes you want to listen more to him. You feel what I'm saying? And as a transfer, I mean, it's not that hard as long as you just do the right thing. You got guys following behind your steps, and guys talking you up. As long as you just keep on do playing your part, I feel like it can be easy to be a leader.
Next, we'll go to Matt Shadell at Kane Sport. Matt.
Yeah. Hey, Simeon. So can you just talk a little bit about Duke's offense? I mean, they're not really rated that highly in terms of statistically nationally, but it looks like they can get some stuff done. What have you seen from them?
Man, they got great players. I see a lot of great players that they got. They got a great old line. They got a good quarterback and got playmakers at wide receiver, man. I feel like they're a well complemented team and a team that we shouldn't take lightly at all.
Next, we'll go to Brian the Beast London from Nature of the Beast. Brian.
Hey, Simeon, thanks for taking the time. How do you think, as a unit, you guys have improved from game one until now? Obviously, a bunch of you guys are in your first year at Miami, so I'm sure it took some time to get to know everyone. So, how do you think that process has come along, and how much better do you think you can get?
I feel like we're still playing. We're getting better every week, and We're starting to play more complimentary football, and I feel like, man, our best football is yet in front of us, and I feel like we got ways to go because we got a really talented squad, and I feel like if we just got to keep on going and for our best football to come to us. So I feel like, yeah, we're on the right track, though. I feel like we're on the right track.
Is there anything in particular you would love to get better at, or is it just what is it?
In every aspect of the game, I just think every aspect of the game we need to get better at, like tackling, everything. I feel like.
Thank you, man.
Next, we'll go to Marcus Benjamin at Keynes County. Marcus.
Hey, Simeon, how's it going?
How you doing, big dog?
Doing well, doing well. Just wanted to ask about the pace of play for Duke. They tend to kind of run tempo of an offense. So just your take on playing against an offense like that, and how do you think the defensive line, as far as the rotation, should be able to handle a fast-paced offense like Duke's?
Well, we're familiar with it because we played the USF and it was pretty a fast tempo team. So I feel like we're gonna adjust just right. I feel like it's not gonna be much of an issue to us, but again, we attacking it at practice every day, so we're gonna be well prepared for the game.
We'll do a few more for Simeon. Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein, the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey again. So we've seen some of the younger defensive linemen, Justin Scott, Armando Blunt, Cole McConaughey, and those guys. We've seen them a little bit during games. Obviously, you see them a lot more during practice. How have you seen them kind of come along and progress over the last, couple months since the season started?
Man, they're growing. They're growing to great players. Man, they follow behind the older guys' footsteps. They ask a lot of questions, and they just want to be the best them. And I feel like that, man, they just got to keep on going. They're gonna be some great players in the future, and they're great players right now.
Anything else for Simeon? Awesome, Simeon. We appreciate your time and good luck on Saturday.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.